There's no mistaking the sights and sounds of Ohio Amish country. And for many folks, a trip to Holmes County would not be complete without visiting what has become something of an institution, Heine's Cheese Chalet.
All our milk comes from small Amish farms. All the farms are still hand milking their cows. Average herd size is probably about 12 head per herd.
We have over 200 Amish families that supply milk to our business here.
The relationship we have with the Amish community is a relationship that has been since 1935. We've grown up with the culture. We understand their culture, their belief system. We honor it. There's no culture clash. It's a seamless thing.
That's something that's very precious to us here, to continue on in that tradition.
Bob and Lisa Troyer bring their own traditions to the table. Married in 1989, they both come from cheese-making families.
My father made cheese in old copper kettles, 200-pound wheels of cheese at a time. We lived by the factory, so my dad was always around, So it was a big advantage growing up as a kid. Probably at age 7, I started with different chores I had to do when I got home from school. So yeah, I grew up learning how to work.
Those early life lessons have come in handy.
Things have to roll on. Cows give milk every day. Cheese has to be made every day. Something is broke down, it has to be fixed by next production day. So it can involve days working till midnight, 2, 3 in the morning, getting equipment running. So work ethic and responsibility that goes with owning your own business, invaluable. The things I learned as a kid.
In earlier days, this place was known as the Bunker Hill Cheese Company.
My family's been part of the ownership here for almost 75 years. And my sister, Leanne Heath, and we've been involved for the last 20 years. And I guess when you grow up in a family business, once a cheese kid, always a cheese kid. It's part of who we are. And we're very proud of, the family heritage that we have here.
Cheese making is a unique mix of science and art. One of the unique aspects in dealing with the small Amish farms is they do still transport their milk in the old-fashioned 10-gallon milk cans. That is brought in daily. The milk doesn't sit on the farm for 2-3 days like it would in a bulk tank. Each can is emptied into a tank, and each farmer is identified by a number on his milk cans. The milk is weighed on a scale, and that weight is recorded, and that's how the farmer is paid for his milk. We do 2 different types of cheese here. We do a pasteurized cheese product, and we also do a raw milk or a thermal treated, which the milk is not heated to pasteurization temperatures. It does give different unique flavors to the cheese. So after the pasteurization or the heat treating process, the milk is pumped into a making vat. There the cheese cultures are added, specific cultures for the type of cheese we're making. That culture gives the cheese a lot of its unique flavor.
Next, a vegetable-based coagulant is added, and the milk starts to gel.
The gel's cut into curds, where you get your curds in a way, and that's the breaking point where it's now cheese and it's no longer milk.
The curds are cooked. The temperature varies depending on the type of cheese being made.
From there, the curds and whey are transferred to another vat, or we call it a finishing or a cheddaring table. Water's added, rinses whey residue away from the curd and sweetens it. Gives a less bitter flavor. The next step is the salting process, where we add salt, which helps give the cheese flavor and is also a natural preservative for the product. And if the cheese is a flavored cheese like vegetable blend, jalapeno, garlic and herb. That's where those ingredients are added. And then the hooping process begins, where the curd is removed from the finishing table and run through an auger system, and then is put into the cheese forms, or what we call hoops, whether it be a 13-pound cylinder or a 40-pound block.
The artisan nature of the process becomes apparent when compared to mass-produced cheese.
We press our curd for 12 hours as opposed to commodity manufacturers that will press it for 3 hours or less. And we do that because of the finished product that we want to achieve. A bolder flavor, more of a European style product that would be characterized more of a traditional old world flavor profile.
Each day, the composition of the milk is a little different. The cheesemaker has to understand what he has to work with that day, constantly testing, evaluating, and adjusting the process to get a consistently excellent product.
Season change has a lot to do with the activity of the milk. The cheesemaker has to be on top of his game to catch those subtle changes, because they can happen overnight. No substitute for experience at all.
Even though our capacity has increased over the decades, the manufacturing approach to the product is much like what my grandfather and great uncle desired to achieve. It's just a little bit bigger. We use stainless steel now as opposed to using copper kettles.
There is one development that the founders of this company may not have envisioned, but now it seems as compatible as, well, wine and cheese.
I just wanted to take it to a new level that communicates to the people in my generation. And my sister and I, we thought together that that would be a wonderful opportunity for Heine's cheese to be represented in such a venue.
The new venue is Heine's Gourmet Market in nearby Sugar Creek. Like the Cheese Chalet, customers are welcome to sample the food, even the wines. Many of the products featured are made by small, homegrown Ohio companies.
Doing pairings with our cheeses and the wines, it all fits together, and it gives the people a voice and a venue for their products.
And working together with neighbors and other Ohioans brings its own reward.
We get the appreciation of dealing with families that are second, third generation that have been sending milk here through our entire history. And the pride factor goes with the family farms as it does with our cheese. So it's a great fit.
It also helps the Amish community by keeping the agricultural aspect of the community healthy and being able to have those farms passed on from generation to generation as well.